Hello? All my friends, I'm sorry. I thought you was a garbage, but these people are trash. Hi guys, welcome to Tasha Reacts. Welcome to Tasha React. I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody's doing good in the hood, baby. I just got out of work and I said, let me bang out this part 2. First off, let me get started. Alright. Hi, my name is Tasha. I do have another channel called Tachassociety where I do hair, makeup, everything beauty over there. And I do have another channel called Tasha Jean where I do story times. Check me out. Alright, let me put my disclaimer out there. Why the chair moving? If the person comes up to me and says, hey girl, you don't have the right to be sharing my video, I will take it down. I usually leave the person's information down in the description bar, TikTok handle information towards the end of the video because I'm very, very big about support. Baby, if I don't tell you, you guys are showing out. You are showing out. About a day ago. Now, I wasn't even at 400. Maybe I'm at 410. Maybe if I don't say thank you, it's about like 2 days, right? A day. Maybe I think it was the same day. Maybe I said thank you. I opened my eyes and I'm at 410. I want to say thank you. Thank you so much. I want to thank you guys. Baby, the kind words, the encouragement. I mean, you guys make me so happy, okay? You make me so happy, all right? So I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much. All right, I forgot. So this is part 2. Part 1 is already uploaded. So this is part 2 to the story time. All right. So I think a lot of you guys who already been watching is already hip to this as part 2.
Tea from my best friend of 10 years had me facing 5 years Fed time.
So she's at work when the fucking agent comes in. He talks to her boss. The boss gives his statement again. You know, the same thing. He basically tells him the same thing he told him over the phone. And then he asks to speak with her. Now, mind y'all, this bitch ain't have to say a word. She didn't have a lawyer present. She had no representation present. And she could have just said she didn't know. What does she do? She goes in there and writes the fucking statement. Now, this is when the truth starts coming out. The statement that she wrote said, and I quote, I do know the person. However, we were at a party that weekend. I took some paperwork home. I'm not even going to try to quote it. I'm just going to make it real simple. She basically put in a statement that she did indeed know me. She knew of me. And that we were at the same party that weekend. She took some paperwork home and had it in her car. And she did not lock her car doors. She goes on to say she didn't physically see me take anything. But she knows that her car doors are not locked and that we were at the same party that weekend. Mind y'all. This bitch texted me. Asking me if I wanted to make $150. Telling me who we're going to sell the pills to. Telling me she was going to fucking do it. Saying the day I needed to call the fucking office. The day that we needed to fucking drop the script off so that she would be the only one in the office. She coerced this whole fucking scenario. Me being a gullible ass, money hungry ass, goofy ass bitch was just, okay, yeah. So for her to write this shit in a statement, yeah, okay. And of course, because I'm the person in this shit and I'm the only person being sought after for charges, I'm going to get your emotional discovery. I'm going to get all the evidence they got against me. I'm going to get that. So she tells him this or whatever. She calls me and she tells me he came in and that she said, you know, she told him that we was at a party together that weekend and she don't know how it happened. Now, this is when the truth really starts coming out. Because, remind y'all, she hadn't said she was telling her boss in the beginning I was a good person and this, that, and the third.
Exactly. I was just about to say that because I'm like, okay, she wrote a statement stating that she don't know you, right? I don't know her. Sis, like Shaggy, it wasn't me. Baby, she said, in the statement, she don't know you. She don't know who you are, ma'am. But she told you, yo, I'm sitting in the position of the chair just moving. Like, child. Anyways, she told you that she told the boss that you're a good person. The boss wasn't going to press charges because she spoke to you. And then she said that she left it at home and blah, blah, blah. So now you're telling them in the statement that you was at a party and basically making it seem like you're a crackhead and you broke into her car and you stole the prescription. First off, how would you know? Like, for example, right? If I was a boss, I would sit there. Like, how would she know that the prescription is in your bag? Like, what made her go through your bag? Did she go take other things? Or she just took the prescription? Like, I don't know. For a person with common sense, it's not adding up.
So I'm like, why did you tell him we was at a party? What party were we at that weekend? So this is like I said when the truth started coming out. So it's like, okay, so bitch, the whole time I've been under the impression that you was on some janky ass shit, but now you done told on yourself. Like, now I know for a fact you're a weird ass bitch. So when they do this, when she does this, because in the beginning, the warrants, I never had warrants. He just wanted me to talk to him. I didn't want to talk to him because I didn't want to implicate myself or the bitch I was supposed to be best friends with. But at this point, he done got mad. He done got irate. He's annoyed with me. He tired of me playing with him. So he done came from his location headquarters to our little town to get a fucking statement by the fucking doctor and to get a statement from her. And again, the statement was given voluntarily. So in the midst of her writing a statement, she has yet to say a name. And I know that this is what happened because this is what he wrote in his statement, the agent. That she had yet to put a name, so he asked her to put my name. And what did she do? She put my name in parentheses. So she signs it or whatever. And he states in his motion, like, and whatever he was in his little statement, he states that at one point in her writing the statement, she tells him it doesn't make sense. It's not making sense. So can she get another piece of paper? Baby girl, if you're telling the truth, how the truth don't make sense? Because you a lying ass bitch and your lies was not making sense. So you needed to fucking start over. He leaves the office that they're in, the conference room or whatever they're at, and goes to get her another piece of paper so that she can try to write her statement. He also puts in his paperwork that when he returns, the initial statement that she was writing is no longer. It's gone. Now, I don't know too much about how shit work, but I just know if it was me and I asked her for a statement, I would have definitely asked her what happened to that first piece of paper you was writing on. I need that. Gotta have that. I want that. But at this point, he's so mad at me, he don't give a fuck. And he don't really know what the fuck going on, so he thinks she just cooperate.
Well, he can probably think she's nervous too. Like, because sometimes when you're nervous, you know, he probably not thinking like, oh yeah, she's making it up. He probably thinks she's just nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people's nerves, I'm the type of person when I get nervous or I get really like, you know, I overthink things. So he probably just thinking of her being nervous. You're thinking it in your point of view because you're overthinking as, you know, it. Like, okay, well, if you didn't do this, but a person, like, if it was me, I wouldn't even think like that. I would just think Shorty's nervous.
Because Miss Rucker didn't cooperate. She's been playing with us for months. She been not answering my phone calls. Every time she says she's going to meet with us, she doesn't meet. So I'm driving all the way from Columbia to Aiken and for nothing. So, yeah, she writes a statement voluntarily. She signs it, whatever, boom. He also states in his paperwork that throughout the portion of her writing, throughout the time frame of her writing her segment or statement, whatever the fuck you want to call it, she appeared visibly shaking and very nervous. What you nervous for, mama? If you ain't doing no janky ass shit, why you nervous? Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be... Yeah, okay. So, from there, it's like 2 months later. Y'all. This one shit start hitting the fan. Like, whole time I've been playing with this man all year. Like, nana boo-boo, you can't catch me. I got a message on Facebook one day from this girl that stayed out there where I stay at. And she says the police was out here earlier. They surrounded somebody's apartment. Now, I'm like, for one, I was like, why is she telling me this? Like, if you know why I stay here. I don't talk to nobody. I don't say nothing to nobody. So it was just like, why are you telling me about something that's happening within the neighborhood that I don't give a fuck about? Whole time, she knew why she was telling me. So I asked her, like, well, who apartment was they at? She talking about she don't fucking know. Okay. So when I get home, I ask her again, like, who apartment was they at? Again, she don't fucking know. So I stopped the maintenance man, because me and him are cool, me and Mr. David. So I stopped Mr. David, and I'm like, Mr. David, the police was out here earlier? He like, yeah, they was deep too. I'm like, how deep? This nigga said they came in 3 black trucks, 3 sheriff cars, and 1 number patrol car, some shit like that.
All that for prescription? Oh, all that for prescription? I didn't know that. Maybe I thought they were going to just lock you up and they won't let you out. All that for some prescriptions that they didn't even fill? Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
So I'm like, damn, they wasn't playing. Who house they was at? Y'all, this man said yours. I about fell the fuck out. Mine. What you mean they was at my fucking apartment? Now, because God sees all things, and God knows that off GP this bitch was being a janky asshole, I wasn't home that day. God had to start coming through for me, and I had orientation at a job. And the job that I had orientation at just so happened to be an hour and a half down the fucking road. And I was so desperate for a fucking job, I took that job. So when they was trying to kick my motherfucking door in that day, because yes, let's talk about it for real. Allegedly, I wasn't there, and at the time, I don't think ring cameras was a thing. So I don't know what the fuck happened. I just know what I was told between the maintenance man and the landlord. Yeah, girl, they was at your house earlier, and they had the building surrounded. Both ends. Like, I stay in an apartment complex, but our apartments are 2-story. So they had each corner of the apartment building blocked the fuck off with the motherfucking police. So if I was there and I tried to run, they was going to tackle the fuck out my ass. Bitch, where you think you going? So I'm like, I asked the landlord, like, so what's tea? So she was like, oh, they was about to kick your door in. They was about to kick your door in. So I'm like, not Mr. Biz, take that shit to trial. Like, is this my life? Is this real? Are you fucking serious? You gotta be shitting me. So she like, no, I'm dead ass serious. They're about to kick your door in. The only reason they didn't kick your door in is because I came out the office and I told them you weren't home. So she was like, they was asking me where you was, asking if you had went to go pick the kids up from school or whatever. That bitch a liar too, because when I got my emotional discovery, she told them I wasn't there and that I might have went and picked the kids up from school. That's what she told them. She made it seem like to me they asked. No, bitch.
No, that's what people do. You gotta pretend you down with the cause. Yeah, I just told them that, you weren't home and they asked me to pick up the kids. She probably voluntarily talked.
She made it seem like to me they asked. No, bitch, you volunteered the information. She a weird ass bitch too. I'm glad she ain't our landlord no more. But anyways, yeah. But she did give me a nice purse one time. In the beginning, she was cool. But in due time, everybody showed their hand. So I'm like, okay. So she was like, I asked them if they needed, if they wanted to leave a business card or anything behind to give to you when you got home. And they said no. Now, me being me, this shit ain't funny no more. This shit ain't funny no more. This ain't no job, turkey, ha-ha, hee-hee ass shit. This some real deal Holyfield ass shit. So I called agent that afternoon. I'm at the bank, and I called him like, what's up? You came by my house the other day looking for me? He like, and did. I'm like, for what? He's like, to arrest you and serve you these warrants. I'm like, what warrants? Because I've been telling you for the past 6 months, nobody's been able to find these fucking warrants. You told me they was in the NCIC database, not knowing I got a lawyer friend. She checked that they're not there. They're not in the fucking local database. So where these warrants at? Because I've been telling you, when you show me the warrants, I'll turn myself in. That's what I've been telling you from the jump. Come back for what? Part 5, 6? I don't know. I'm losing count. Part 5. How my best friend of 10 years had me facing 5 years fat time. So, dude answered the phone. He like, yeah, we came to your house looking for you. Like, you know what's up. Stop playing stupid. So I'm like, okay, what a warrant said. Just send me pictures of the warrant. At this point, just send me some pictures. Like, I've been telling you I want to see the warrants. I'm not going to meet with you and turn myself in on some shit that you claiming you got warrants for, but you ain't able to show me no fucking warrants. Like, where your Kelly Blue Book at, nigga? So I guess they got having lunch. I don't know. I guess they tired from trying to fucking catch me at the house I wasn't even at. Because I can hear in the background they at an establishment. So, all of a sudden, some other man get on the phone. Deep ass voice, sound like Barry White. Miss Rooker, I don't know why you think this is a game. This is a serious matter. I'm at work. I'm about to get out of the car. So, yeah, hold on. So, oh boy, like, this is a serious matter. I don't know why you think this is a game. I want to let you know you went home today, but we're not going to stop looking for you until we find your ass. So I'm like, okay.
All this for some prescription? Baby, I didn't know. Like, what were y'all trying to get? Oxycodone? Like, y'all had to be getting some stuff. But y'all didn't get the prescription, so why are they on you like that? Baby. I don't say it ain't adding with the story. Alright.
Down. First of all, I don't even know you. I don't like the tone of your voice. Secondly, and lastly, I've been telling Agent Stafford for the past 6-7 months when he showed me the warrants, I would gladly meet up with him any way he want to meet up and turn myself in. I ain't never ran from the truth. I'm real to the fucking death of me. I know what the fuck I did. So if it's that, then that's just what it's gonna be. So he basically tell me, that's not how this works. We've given you an option to have it and do it your way. Now we're gonna do it our way. Well, he ain't showing you no type of warrants. We either gonna catch your ass or you gonna turn yourself in. That's just what it's gonna be. So I'm like, okay, let me call my lawyer. Because at this point, y'all ain't playing no more. This ain't no fucking joke. This shit is real. This shit been real from the jump. You thought they was playing with you, bitch. So I call my lawyer. No, I'm lying. I didn't call my lawyer because I still didn't have a lawyer yet. I think I called my fucking brother because that's my fucking lawyer. My lawyer that ain't my lawyer, for real. And my brother basically telling me, they just calling your bluff. They just bluffing. They playing. They ain't got shit. Don't worry about it.
Can you stop listening to these people and go to a professional? Stop talking to these hood people. Hood people will tell you anything, baby. They'll be like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And then you're in jail, like, dang, they did that to you? Baby, stop listening to people. Stop listening to people, especially if they never went through the same thing. That's like you ending somebody and the police looking for you, but like, yeah, don't worry about it. The police, they ain't really, they say they're after you, but they ain't really after you. So, ma'am, please, please.
They just bluffing. They playing. They ain't got shit. Don't worry about it. Don't go talk to them. Don't do nothing. If they catch you, they catch you. And of course, I listen to my fucking brother because this nigga been getting in trouble since. Yeah, he know a little something. So I do what my brother tell me. Fuck them. Now at the time, me and one of my like long time friends started like, we had never fallen out, but we started like reconnecting for real, like going on walks and shit, whatever, boom. And hold on, let me backtrack, run this shit the fuck back, because I forgot a part. So when they came to my house to try to kick my motherfucking door in, I left. Like, I got me and my kid shit, and we left for a couple days because, sir, what are you doing?
But what, okay. I never really been in real trouble like that, right? You know, I went to jail one day. Okay? It wasn't even for criminal stuff. It's because me and my baby father fought. And then he made a plan to get me out. And he made it seem like I beat his ass. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. And I went to jail, okay? And then he took the house. But, why are you not just cooperating? You feel me? Because now you're on social media telling your truth, right? Why you don't just go to the police? Like, now you're on the run for something that you didn't do, right? Even though you kind of technically did it, but you're on the run. These people are calling you. Why don't you just cooperate? Because you're barely, you can't be like, I ain't a snitch, I'm for the street. Baby, you're snitching on social media. You are snitching. So you should. Why don't you just go to the police and be like, yeah, this is what happened. I didn't know this blah 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 blah. This is a conversation. Y'all were calling each other. This is the right time frame. And you already have a record. So they're gonna treat you like a criminal. Unlike someone like me, they will give chances because I don't really have a record. You know, like for real, like my baby father dropped the case like the next day. So I don't got no record. But someone like you say you have a record, you have open cases, you have other cases. So they're going to treat you like a criminal. I just think you should have just went to the police.
I call her and I tell her, you know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers ain't playing. This shit real. Like, have you heard anything else from it? No, I ain't heard nothing else. Why you heard nothing else, bitch? Because you done left me out the fucking ride. So I tell her, like, I'm not playing no more. This shit ain't funny no more. I got kids. These motherfuckers coming to my house trying to kick in doors and shit. I'm just finna turn myself in. So she like, no, why would you do that? Why would you turn yourself in? We ain't even got your bond money together yet. Girl, go to hell. This bitch said, why you just want to go on a run until we get your bond money together?
What kind of friend? Yo. Hello, all my friends, I'm sorry. I thought you was a garbage, but these people are trash. So we this is I have to ask the question. Because, you know, my brain is a little different than a lot of people. So you never, you know, like sometimes when you have a man and your man done like bad stuff, you're like, Thomas was never like that. Your friend never showed you red flags? Because, baby, what kind of friend is this? And you met this is the woman you trust to be your godparents? She's just coming down. It's okay. We can start over. What is it? So she told you go on the run. Runaway love. Where we going? Where? And you got children? Yo, you guys have the most garbage friends. Your friend is the garbage. A piece of trash. Yo.
Why you just want to go on a run until we get your bond money together? Go to Anderson or something. Like, go stay with your grandma till we get your bond money together. Because I don't want you to go, like, I don't want you to go in there and have to see it. I'm like, go on a run. Bitch, I'm not going on no fucking run. What do you take me for? Like, I'm not running from this shit. Whatever it's going to be is what it's going to be. I know what the fuck I did. If you know what I'm saying? If you kept that shit P like you claim you did, one way or another, it's going to work out in my favor. So as all this starts going on, and, you know, shit really started hitting the fan, I went and stayed with my sister-in-law for a couple days, I think. But I didn't leave the city. And so I'm talking to my sister-in-law mama, and she like, yeah, no, that bitch done told on you. Like, I'm telling you now, she done told on you, because why the fuck else would they be asking you? You know what I'm saying? Why they only worried about you at this point? Same thing I was wondering the whole time in my head, but I was just like in denial. Like, there's no way this bitch would have told on me. There's no way she would have told on me knowing she's the one who caused this whole fucking thing. There's no way she would have told on me considering that we've been best friends for the past 10 years. There's no way she would have told on me considering that she knows I'm a single mother and that I'm all that my kids have out here. There's no way she would have told on me because she just ain't no fake ass, backstabbing ass, pussy ass hoe. Like, that's just not who she is. She's not gonna do that to me. Indeed, she was all those things. Okay, hold on. Let me think about where I was at. So, as a matter of fact, at this point, I'm like, okay, this shit getting real. You know, they came to my house, tried to get it doing, whatever, boom. Motherfucking Mr. Big Daddy done told me they're not gonna stop looking for me until they find me and all this other bullshit. So, at this point, bitch, I'm scared. I ain't gonna lie. This shit ain't funny no more. I'm scared. I didn't have a lawyer at the time, so I got online and I looked up some lawyers that, could possibly, like, consult with me about the circumstance. Just give me, just, like, hear what's going on and give me the best legal advice that they have, or let me know if they specialize in these type of cases, whatever. So I ended up going to Columbia. Whatever that law firm is that's having to pay everybody out. Lexington Law or some shit like that. I think that's why I went. So I ended up going to Columbia. I inquired with them about, what could possibly happen, what they think I should do.
My good sis, I like you, but you walking around too much for me. I feel like we're going through a tour. This is a vlog, baby. I'm like, we came from here, different outfit change, like, baby.
So yeah, the law firm ain't really tell me much of nothing. They wouldn't no fucking help. So I come back to Aiken or whatever, and I'm just gonna go home. Like, if they come again, they come again. But I think I had the kids staying at my mama's house for a couple days because my main concern was I didn't want them to come to the house and my kids be there. I didn't want them to have to see me getting fucking carried out of handcuffs if that's what it was gonna come to. So I ended up going to my homegirl mama and talking to her about it. Now, she don't like this bitch. She ain't never liked this bitch. Her and my homegirl had them tussled a couple years ago about this nigga. Rest in peace. So she didn't care for the girl. Like, never cared for the girl. To be honest, nobody really likes this bitch because she just is a nasty, snobby-ass bitch. But I just always seen past that because beyond that, she alright. But she never gave ride or die. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. So I tell her what happened. I tell her what's going on. I show her the text messages and I tell her what picture has been painted on me. And she like, oh, fuck no. We ain't even finna play like that. What's his number? What's the agent number? Because I'm about to call him right now and we about to let him know what the fuck going on. So she called him and she basically tell him like, I don't know what story you've heard. I don't know what the other party involved has told you. But my niece has the screenshotted messages right here. I'm looking right at them where this was a conspiracy. It was a conspiracy.
But why didn't you do this from the get-go? Like, from the beginning. Like, we could have avoided all this. No? No? Oh.
It was a conspiracy. Like, it was conspired between the two of them. It wasn't a matter of she stole nothing out nobody's car, none of that other bullshit. This girl brought this shit to her house, left it on her kitchen table, and had already planned on who she was gonna sell it to. Like, Rucker was supposed to be doing was giving the pills back to her. That was it. Because, to be clear, I was never supposed to sell the pills. It was my job to get the pills, get the prescription filled, get them, and when I got them filled, give them back to her. And she was gonna sell them to her people. And then she was just gonna break me off. So, by the end of the year, we done finally got into a common space with this agent. And he's like, okay, this was gonna happen. I need her to come to Columbia to give us her statement. And we will take her to jail from there. So I get up that morning, I take off for work or whatever. No matter of fact, I was working at a plant, so it was my day off. So I get up that morning, drive to Columbia, prepared to turn myself in. I get up there, they get my statement, and he's like, we gonna do it Monday. Like, we gonna take you to jail Monday. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. I ain't never heard of no shit like that, but whatever. So I leave, Monday come, I meet him at the local jail. Matter of fact, I didn't even meet him. I met 2 female officers because I seen in the statement, he said he had some shit to do that day. So they came to Aiken to meet me at the county jail so that they can read me my warrants and I can go to jail. And that's exactly what they did. I made sure I had somebody drive me to the jail because I knew I was getting out that day and I didn't want to be waiting on a ride. So it was just like, put my keys with my belongings and I'll be out of here after the judge see me today. Part 6 of how my best friend of 10 years had me facing 5 years fair time. So, what was we at? So, yeah, so I go, whatever, boom. So, Monday comes, and I'm gonna be real. If we gonna tell it, we gonna tell it right. When I got down there, He asked me for my statement, and I gave him my statement. Because prior to him giving me his statement, he had already told me what she said and showed me what she said. So when I see that you done already, months ago, the whole time you was trying to fucking save face and try to act like you was still in my corner, bitch, you had already told on me. You had already lied on me, bitch. You had already did that. So at this point, yeah, what's up? Like, if you gonna tell something, bitch, we gonna tell the truth. Because I stand by mine. Like, yeah, that's what's going on. So I tell him the motherfucking truth. You came to me with this shit. It was planned. It was coerced. These are the fucking messages. This is the proof. This is what it is. Like, this was really going on. Y'all, it ain't about who the fuck tell it, right? It's about who tell it first. I'm gonna tell you like that. They didn't give a fuck about what I was talking about. She had already told them what she told them. She had already painted this fucking holier-than-thou image in their fucking head.
Because you went on the run. We gotta take accountability, baby. You went on the run. They've been calling you. They've been writing you. They've been asking you. They came up to your house. They came deep. And you still didn't respond. This is not about who now. You look guilty. You look guilty. So they're going to pretend with you. Yeah, yeah. It's not that she looked holier than thou. She cooperated. Now you running. Run away, love. And now they're like, oh, yeah. Okay, now they think you're coming up with bullshit. That's what it is. If you cooperated from the get, I think she would have gotten in trouble.
And in their mind, all they thinking with me is, this bitch been running from us. This bitch thought we was playing with her. This bitch been trying to pull our tail. And I forgot to tell y'all, when he kept telling me he had the warrants, at first I thought it was a prank. So I was like, well, who do you work for? I called his job. I talked to his supervisor to confirm that he worked for them. I called the NCIC. Bitch, I called the FBI because he told me they was in the FBI database. I called the FBI on my fucking self and asked them if they had warrants out for my arrest on everything that is good and golden under the sun. Because again, I ain't running from shit I done did. FBI say no, whatever, boom. So anyways, fast forward, I'm at the Columbia office. I'm telling him, write my statement, whatever, boom. He tell me Monday he gonna lock me up. Monday come, 2 females meet me at the local county jail, take me to jail, drive me around back. I get booked. I'm in there. I think I got there like 7 o'clock that morning. I turned myself in early purposely so that I could get out that same day. I was not sitting there. I wasn't staying the night in there. And it wasn't my first rodeo, so I know how this shit worked. And I grew up around nothing but fucking criminals. So again, I know how this shit worked. I wasn't going in on the fucking weekend, and I wasn't going late in the fucking day. I agreed with the agent to turn myself in. Like, yeah, that's what we gonna do. That's what it was. I turned myself in. I went to court that morning. I PR'd out that afternoon. I want to say I got there at like 4 o'clock. 4 or 5, maybe 6. No, it wasn't even that early. I'm lying. It was like 7. Because I remember I went to court at like 12, and I didn't understand why the fuck I was still sitting in there when it came to like 6 o'clock. But I knew I was going home, so I was cool. So I get out that day, whatever, boom. I'm like, I don't know what's next, but I'm about to lawyer the fuck up. Like, that's the only thing I can do is lawyer up. It's clear now that she's thrown me up under the bus, that she doesn't have any charges coming against her. That's why every time I called her and asked her if she heard anything else, she was saying no, because they weren't worried about her no more. She told them what she told them, not telling me the truth of what she told them. So they was all on my bed. So, of course, I go lawyer up. My lawyer tell me straight up, like I tell my GP, I ain't balling like that. I don't have it to pay you in full. But I can pay you in arrangements. Like, you will get all your money. Just give me some time. Now, my lawyer was my eighth grade social studies teacher. We used to do mock trials all the time in class. Now, if you know what a mock trial is, it's basically like a fake court case. Like, you have the defendant and the plaintiff, and you have a scenario. And depending on the side that you end up on, you have to either argue that they're right or argue why. You know how I go in the courtroom. That's basically what's going on. But we're doing this in middle school. I won every motherfucking debate we ever had in that classroom. Everybody wanted to be on my side of the classroom when it came down to debates because I was going to eat their ass up. And you was definitely going to fucking pass. So when I go to him with this shit, of course, he's appalled. Like, Rucker, you are in some shit? Like, what? He was disappointed, but at the same time, he was very much surprised. Like, you out here moving like this? And I told him off GP, like, look, bro. Everything you reading, yeah, it happened. The way she trying to make it seem, that shit is not true. I got my proof showing that it's not true. Whatever, boom. He like, all right, cool. It's not about what is and what isn't true. It's about what can be proven. And he always taught us that in school. But when he was our teacher, he was also a fucking lawyer. Like, he was doing both. So, of course, what can be proven is my name is on the script. They have video footage of me walking into this fucking pharmacy. They have my ID because I gave them my ID. They have a statement saying that I stole something out of somebody's car. Like, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And they got the whole motherfucking shebang. So, I'm still on 10. So I'm like, I don't give a fuck what they can prove. Like, I'm not walking away with a lick from this shit, because the only thing I did wrong was trust a snake ass bitch. So this, at the time, mind you, this was like 2020 this happened. So by the time when I turned myself in and all this shit came to a head, it was 2021. 2021 I got out, went and got talked to my lawyer, whatever, boom. So the whole time, since 2021, the whole time, like, my lawyer's dealing with my case. I'm not dealing with it no more. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, it's not on me. And let me say something, because he a real nigga from the start. This man said, you don't have to pay me to be your lawyer, because I know you're a good person. I know you got kids. And you was my student. And all my students get basically a get out of jail free card with him. Like, you ain't got to worry about, because lawyers are expensive. You ain't got to worry about none of that. I got you. Yeah, this man said, I tell you what, you got $1? I said, yeah. What you need? Like, you need $1? He was like, you're going to pay me that $1, and I'm not going to be your lawyer. Bitch, what? Pay you $1 and you going to be my lawyer? Bitch, here you go. You can get $5. You want $5? I got $5. We can do $5 now. But I definitely got $1. Paid him that fucking $1, shook his hand, and he was officially my lawyer. Okay, so now it's time to get up into things. Mind you, now it's 2021. The situation first took place in 2020. So from then, like, I think we locked in August. Me and my lawyer did. I want to say in like November, I had my first court appearance. He called me, Rucker, you got court in the morning, woot, 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 but don't go. Don't go. Why am I not supposed to go to court? Like, what? I'm your lawyer, just trust me. You got court in the morning, but I'm gonna get you out of it. Okay, and that's what he did. Got me out of it. Fast forward to like January, February or some shit. I had court again. Rucker, you got court in the morning. I'm gonna try to get you out of it, but if I can't, you need to be there at this time. Okay, cool. That day comes, I go to court because I don't hear anything back from him. Typically, if I had court and he had gotten me out of it, his secretary would call me and let me know. I hadn't heard anything, so I go to court. While I'm sitting down waiting to be seen by the judge, the secretary calls me. Rucker, leave the courthouse. So she like, leave the courthouse. You know, he got you out of court. You ain't got to go. I'm like, all right, cool. So from the jump, he asked me what I wanted my outcome to be from this. And I'm going to be real with you, because, bitch, we all gonna burn. I told him straight up, what I want the outcome to be is that we both get vindicated for this shit. I didn't do it by myself. I don't appreciate the fact that she tried to make it seem like I stole from her. She did everything. Like, and in the beginning, he was trying to charge me with unlawful use of a DEA number, forgery, conspiracy, attempted to get a controlled substance. Like, he was trying to charge me with a lot of shit in the beginning. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not, no. So the whole time,
Oh, that makes sense. It was a controlled substance. Well, that makes sense. It was a controlled substance. But I wonder what kind of controlled substance. Because even when I worked in the pharmacy, certain controlled substances meant more. Okay, they used to have the ID. My boss would make sure she count, and she have an assistant with that to count the medication. That's why I used to be. I'm scared of taking like big type of drugs. I'm terrified of them, because when I worked in the pharmacy, it's like, I don't know, the way they be acting with that medication, it's like, why y'all so protective? Why are we so protective of this drug?
So I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not, no. So the whole time the prosecutor is reaching out to my lawyer like, what's up? What we doing? My lawyer like, well, my client is not willing to plead out. She's not wanting to come to court until we have a better or a fair outcome. The whole time, my whole thing was, and every time we talk, what they doing about her, what they doing about her. And yes, I was pressed about what they doing about her because, bitch, you just riding around fucking swag surfing and living your best life while I'm out here fighting for mine. Somebody about to come here?
No.
Okay. So yeah, so I'm like, the whole time that's what I was on. Like, what about her? What about her? What about her? And the whole time he was asking them the same thing. Like, so what's gonna happen? What's up? Needless to say, it became very evident that they weren't going to pursue anything in regards to her because she told it first. And she looked like Miss fucking Goody Two Shoes. So yeah, so every time he like, you know, what do you want your outcome to be? I'm like, I'm not, like from the beginning, the first day we met up, he was like, what do you want to come out of this? And I was like, not no fucking jail time for sure. I don't want to have to pay nothing back. And I don't want to walk away with no felony charges. Like, because again, I'm cool with taking my charge as long as it's not no felony charge. Like, cause what? Because I know what I did. I was wrong. So the prosecutor keep coming back to him with different plea bargains. I'm like, I'm not, no. This goes on for another 3 years. Mind you, now we in 2021. So for like 2 years, I don't hear nothing about this case, nothing at all. Part 7, how my best friend of 10 years had me facing 5 years fed time. So at this point, it's been 2 years. I ain't heard nothing about the case. Like, and in the beginning when all this shit first happened, like in the year 2021, I was calling my lawyer every fucking day, literally. Because if you know, you know. I overthink every fucking thing. So every day I was calling him. You heard anything? You heard anything? You heard anything? You heard anything? What they gonna do? What they gonna do? Like every fucking day. It got to the point he was like, Rucker, stop calling up here every day. I got your cell phone number. I know where you stay at. If I can't reach you on the phone, I will come by your house. When I got something to tell you, I will tell you. You don't have to keep calling every day. Now, I want to just put this in here. The whole time, my grandma told me a long time ago, long time ago, when she was still on crack, that these bitches were not my friends. And she wasn't just talking about the bitch I'm in this case with. She was talking about all the bitches I was running around with at the time. And of course, you know, us being us, you young, you just think you know everything. Can't nobody tell you shit. You know, your family just jealous.
No, when your parents tell you, my mom used to hate one of the girls that I used to hang out with. My stepfather did. Oh, he hated them. And my stepfather used to always say, like, you can't trust her. I don't like her. I don't like her. Baby, everybody that my stepfather didn't like did me wrong. And that main girl, she ended up sleeping with my baby daddy. Like, and my stepfather used to always say that. Like, she's not a good friend. She's not, I don't like her. Don't bring her to my house. I don't like the girl. I don't like her. Like, I'm not even lying. My stepfather called her a hoe before. Like, and everybody used to be like, where's this coming from? But I don't know. He probably knew. Because at the end of the day, that's the friend that did me the worst.
Your family just jealous. She my friend. My grandma told me in the year Cameron was 2012. In the year 2012. My grandma told me this bitch wasn't my friend. It took 8 years after that to prove what my grandma had already seen. Because if you know them fucking OGs, them tapped in OGs, the ones that's favored by God, here, it be all up in here. If you know, you know. So, whole time my grandma like, you know, my grandma talking shit. That bitch, this, that, and the third. Like, my grandma like, fuck that bitch. And at this point, it's fuck this bitch too, cause, yeah, what? Now, let me back up a little bit. My lawyer brought me in middle of 2021 or something like that. I can't remember, to show me my motion of discovery. So with your motion of discovery, they're basically pulling you in. Like, you got to come in so that you can see all the evidence they have against you. And then from there, you will decide what you want to do moving forward. So when he pulled me in and gives me my motion of discovery, I'm sitting there and I'm looking all over the paperwork. I see her statement, voluntarily given. I see everything the agent has on me, all that he done pulled video footage from the pharmacy, that he got my ID, that they went ahead the people at the pharmacy identify me in a lineup. Like, yeah. So I'm seeing all this in my motion of discovery. Now, when I see her statement, mind y'all, I've always had assumptions, but I have not been certain. So when I see her fucking statement, yeah, bitch, that's when I know you told. And you didn't just tell, you lied. And you lied like lies was going out of style, bitch. So he shows me emotional discovery and everything, and I'm laughing. Like, I'm reading this shit, and I just bust out laughing. So he's looking at me like, what's funny? I'm like, this bitch is lame as fuck. Like, and if you know me, you know, like, I used to beat the fuck out of bitches, faithfully, every day. And that's all I used to do is fight. I'm not that person no more. So I really had to laugh to quit, like, to stop from crying. Now, I did forget to tell y'all, after she asked me why I wasn't going to run, until we got my bond money together, I made it clear to her I didn't want to be friends with her anymore. I told her, like, no, let me back up. She came at me about some bullshit, and that's another way I knew she was on some bullshit. She basically came at me telling me everything she don't like about me, telling me basically that I'm not to be trusted. And I got all the messages, I got all the screenshots. I don't delete shit. And this is like the day before my birthday, she told me this. And at the end of the message, she was like, I'm only telling you all this stuff because I just feel like we're getting older and we should be growing. And I know your birthday is tomorrow, but I just feel like going into this new year, like, these are things you should be working on.
I tell you, that's what happened. When I tell you, I had a friend that just out of nowhere, been friends with her 17 years, and out of nowhere just splurt how she feels. Because you know why? Because these people were never your friends. And now you're in a situation, she don't want to be in it, so she gonna find a way to make it switch it up on you. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise, and it sucks that you had to go through it like this, but it's a blessing in disguise, believe me. Because that friend, what God has intended for her, she's going to cry. She's going to cry.
New year, like, these are things you should be working on. Now, it made me feel away because of all the 10 years that we've been friends, you got a whole fucking memoir of shit you don't like about me. And then at the end, you're going to try to put a fucking pink ribbon on it and try to say, I'm just trying to help you out. No, bitch, you're trying to... What she was trying to do was create separation between us because she knows how I am. Bitch, you've been my best friend for 10 years. She knew if she came at me on some bullshit like that, I wasn't going to want to fuck with her no more. And it wasn't a matter of me not being able to hold myself accountable or not be able to recognize my own flaws. It was really a matter of, bitch, what are you talking about? Because all this came out of nowhere. Like, I woke up one day and she had to text me all this shit. So, yeah. Yeah, all that weird shit happened. And then I remember telling her after she asked me why I wasn't going to run, I remember telling her, like, I don't know what's going on between us. I'm not really in the business of trying to figure it out. I just don't think we should be friends no more because the situation is getting too sticky. Prior to her telling me that, prior to me telling her that, she had already told me that we needed to establish a sense of distance between each other until this shit blew over. So that was another thing that was questionable to me. But after she told me that, I basically like bandwagon and was like, I ain't gonna say I bandwagon, but I went to her like a couple weeks later after shit started coming to light and I started praying on it and God started revealing things to me. Before my lawyer revealed things to me, God had already showed me. So I was just on some shit like, I don't think we should be cool no more. I don't mind you still being present in the kids' lives because they love her. They love the fuck out of her still to this day. Cringe. But I was like, I'm not going to do that to them. I'm not going, you they godmama, like. And her and my son was like this. So I'm like, I'm not going to do that to them. But as far as it goes with me and you, our relationship is null and void. Like, I don't fuck with you no more. And she was cool with that. So, okay, cool. I go to the lawyer's office, 2021. He shows me the motion of discovery. I see how this bitch lied on me and said she didn't physically see me take anything, but her car doors were unlocked. And we were at the same party that weekend. Yeah, so, bitch, underhandedly, you was dry snitching. Like, you was saying, that's basically what you were saying, that I stole it. Out your fucking car, bitch. Be so for real. The only correlation your car had with this whole incident was your ass wagging wheeling to my fucking house to put it on the fucking kitchen table. So he showed me all this. He like, what you want to do? I'm like, what you mean what I want to do? I'm standing by what I've said from the jump. I'm not taking no plea deal. Like, she still ain't getting charged with nothing. And these motherfuckers trying to put all this on me. Y'all need me. Y'all need me. I make this crew. I'm the realest bitch on your corner. Was the realest bitch on your team, my girl. She cried, I cried. Jesus wept, bitch. She hurt, I hurt. A motherfucker couldn't look at her crazy without me wanting to, what's up? Oh, okay. Yeah, like, that's the type of bitch I am when it comes to my friends. I hold the people that I care about near and dear to my heart. I might be a little rude sometimes, but I'm loyal, for sure. I always have been. So I tell him, I don't give a fuck what they got. I don't care nothing about all this paperwork. I don't care. I'm still not, no. Tell the prosecutor, we can drag this case out. I don't care. Now, I mentioned my grandma because my grandma was a thug back in the day. She used to sell crack, and she went to jail for it. But she was telling me one time, like, because I used to call her and be complaining, like, Grandma, I got this, I want to get started, but I'm scared because I don't know what's going to happen with this case. And it would really be the reality of, like, I had, like, degrees I wanted to start pursuing, or, like, shit I wanted to start doing to better my life, but I didn't want to start something and then have to stop because I didn't know what was going to happen with this case. So she was like, you know, what your lawyer gonna do, if your lawyer anything like my lawyer was, he gonna drag that shit out until he can't drag it out no more. And they either gonna throw it out or you gonna walk away with a slap on the wrist. So I'm like, okay, cool. Mind y'all, 2021 was the last time me and my lawyer had a conversation about this shit. So fast forward to 2024, December 2024, I was out running around the neighborhood doing a little exercising. I see my lawyer, and it just so happened I was about to start enrolling in some classes. So I see my lawyer because his office is like not far from my house. He's in the car, but I'm running around the island. So he stops, and I'm like, "You just the man I needed to see. What's up?" So he was like, "Call my office in the morning." I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'll call in the morning." He's with fucking clients the whole fucking day. So why the fuck you told me to call in the morning knowing you was gonna be busy all day? I'll call again in the morning, and again in the morning, and again in the morning, and I do not talk to him. Because he's busy. He's with clients. He's in court. He's with clients. He's in court. Wham, bitch on the baby. What's up? You told me to call. I'm calling. Like, what's up? Y'all, so last week my lawyer calls me. And he's like, all right, Rucker, this what it is. He basically tells me this. The prosecutor is done playing. She's not going to throw this shit out. They're not going to let it go. It's evident they're not going to let it go. So either we're going to have to take the plea deal or you're going to have to take the shit to trial. I'm like, so what's the deal for the plea deal? So he's basically like, she'll throw out the charge that carries a 5-year sentence, the big charge. She'll throw that out, and you will only be charged with attempted to obtain a controlled substance or some shit like that, which is a misdemeanor. It's the lowest count misdemeanor they can do because it's technically supposed to be like a felony charge or some shit. I don't know. But they can misdemeanor it. That way you're still not a felon. So I'm like, okay, let me think about it. I think about it. I call him back the next day. I'm like, we gonna take the plea. So of course he asks me the questions. Nobody is making you take the plea. Nobody is promising you anything. Da 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 da. La yada yada. Part 8 of how my best friend of 10 years had me facing 5 years federal, 5 years fed time. So I'm on the phone with my lawyer, and he's asking me, you know, to answer.
I smoke detector scared the shit out of me. I was like, yo, I'm like, I know it ain't mine. Oh shit.
The following questions: is anybody forcing me to take this plea deal? Is anybody promising me anything for taking this plea deal? Things of that nature. I say no. He says, okay, cool. He's about to call the prosecutor. Well, actually, he was like, it was Friday, and it snowed here Friday. So he was like, I'm going to call her Monday and, you know, let her know that we're going to take the plea. So I'm like, okay, cool. So he called her and let her know what's going on. He lets her know that, like, these are the conditions. Like, she'll take the plea, but she's not doing any jail time. And we're aiming for no court fees. And I think that's it. Because they were already throwing out the charge, the federal charge that carried 5 years. They were already throwing that out. That was part of the plea agreement. Like, if you plead guilty to this, we'll throw this big ass charge out. So, okay, I can fuck with that. So, fast forward yesterday, I think it was January 16th yesterday. We go to court. I take my mama with me because, yeah, like, I just didn't want to go by myself. It's been a long time coming. This shit, you know, like, I need somebody there with me. My stomach growling. In Jesus' name. Anyways, though, yeah, so we get in the courtroom. Couple cases go up before, it's my turn or whatever. It's my turn. They call me to the stand. Now, my lawyer had already told me, I don't remember if I already said this, that they was going, like, I was going to have to listen to the prosecutor try to shred me to pieces and make me out to be everything but a child of God. So she gets up there, and she really ain't got nothing to say, but she does mention that I was convicted of a crime in 2019. So yeah, that's that. She tells them that I allegedly claimed that, or that I showed them or told them that it was somebody else involved or some shit she said. Whole time, bitch, y'all know it's somebody else involved. All the evidence points to that, but y'all don't want to pursue that. Neither here or there. So my lawyer has his turn to talk. He basically tells the judge that one of his students, I was a great student when I was his student. He was very baffled to find out that I was in this type of situation. That I'm a mom, I work, I go to church, da-da-da-da. I'm a good person, I just made a mistake. If he will show me the leniency of letting me go home, that we can assure him that he will not see me back in his courtroom. So the judge asks me if I'm agreeing with what the lady is saying. Now, what the lady is saying is that I tried to obtain a controlled substance illegally, which is indeed true. I took the prescription to the pharmacy, so yeah, like, I played my part. I take my straight. So I'm like, yeah, how do you plead? I say guilty, whatever, boom. We do the whole shebang. But my lawyer basically tells him, like, I haven't been in trouble since the incident took place in 2020, legally speaking. And the judge is pretty impressed with that. So he's like, yeah, for sure, we'll take your plea. We gonna write it out as time served. Mind y'all, like, the only time I served in jail was, I went to jail like 7 o'clock that morning, and I got out like 7 o'clock that day. Godspeed. So the judge is like, yeah, we'll do time served, and you're pleading out to attempting to obtain a illegal controlled substance or some shit. I don't really know the term. Acknowledge you word for word or verbatim. So I plead out to that. It does happen to be a misdemeanor charge, so luckily I'm not a felon. I don't really remember if I said this in any other part of the, story, but I only paid my lawyer a fucking $1. Now, to a lot of y'all, that might not mean shit, but to me, God is real. That case has been going on for practically 5 years now, and I've only had to come out of pocket $1. A lot of motherfuckers spend a lot of money fighting cases like this. Now, I will say, since the situation has taken place... Okay, so hold on, let me wrap it up. So, the judge say, they take whatever, boom, I'm good to go. My lawyer asks the judge if I can be dismissed. The judge says, yes. I go grab my shit. I'm like, mama, come on. We'd have been here all fucking morning, and I still gotta go to work, so let's go. Now, I do know when the shit first took place, not long afterwards, since her boss thought she was the victim in all of this shit, this crab in the bucket ass motherfucking coon got her a job at another doctor's office so that the heat would be off of her at the doctor's office that she was at working for him. Not knowing the whole time, and still to this day he probably don't know, that she the one that stole this shit from you. And before me, she had been stealing scripts from you, baby. Like, it just so happened we got caught, but she been doing this shit. Now, all things considered, I'm just on some shit like it is what it is. I'm just glad that it's over. A lot of people you could have took it to trial. No, that's stupid. Like, why would I burn myself just to burn her? That's crazy. Now, in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie. I told my lawyer, I don't give a fuck how this shit gotta play out. That bitch gonna bleed how I bleed because ain't no fucking way in hell I'm finna get blamed for all this shit when she the one that did everything they basically accusing me of. Because in the beginning, the motherfucker was trying to charge me with unlawful use of a DEA number. I didn't even know what a fucking DEA number was. Like, what? It was a lot to it. But at the end of the day, it's all said and done. It's over with. I just feel like God was really with me throughout this whole process. And, yeah, I was really bad as fucking school trying to dodge a sentence. Like, that was really my life. But I've been trying to be more locked in with myself and just more locked in with God, because if I choose to focus on anything else, I might want to strangle that bitch, you know? And that won't solve anything. It just cause more problems. So it's just like, let go and let God. From what I'm hearing, you know, what I've been hearing is, in its own ways, life has been whooping her ass, and I'm content with that. And as I'm saying this, her birthday is on the clock, so I just feel like there's confirmation. But yeah, if I would have listened to my grandmother, 12 years ago, we would have never been here, but it is what it is. No, she didn't get charged with anything. No, they didn't face or try to convict any charges of her. The messages that I even gave them in the evidence, showing that she had texted me trying to do this shit like it was her idea, weren't even in the fucking evidence folder. Like, it was a lot of janky shit here. But at the end of the day, it's been going on for so long, I was just like, I'm just ready for it to be over with. And if I can walk away with time served and I have to go up the road for 5 years, I'm going to take it. Because if I would have took that shit to trial, that's exactly what was going to happen. And I'm a mama. And I got a birthday next week. And I'm so far grown, like, and prospered from that low vibrational state that I was once in. So it's just like, I don't feel like that's, you know, what needs to happen. And then for some way or how you come across this, I just want to let you know, it's been so many times I thought about running your ass off the road, coming to your house and beating your ass, really doing some crazy ass, evil ass shit to you, paying a motherfucker to beat your ass. I sat on this shit for 5 years, baby. And since I'm not gonna touch you, I'm gonna let everybody know what the fuck was really going on, because you had the whole city looking at me crazy. And it's not that I give a fuck about when nobody think about me, but at the end of the day, I ain't never been no floozy ass, fugazi ass, janky ass bitch. That's never been me. Anybody that know me, I know I always been 10 toes about anything I'm gonna do, and I've always been DTL for the motherfuckers I care about. But sometimes trying to be greedy can get you in the wrong situations. And trusting the wrong motherfuckers can get you even worse situations. So all that being considered, Godspeed. Story time over. Thank y'all for watching. Oh yeah, one more thing before y'all go to asking me why didn't I press the fact of making sure she was dealt with too. I had been doing that for the past 4 years. Like, they didn't give a fuck. They didn't care. Like, the way the agent made it out was like I did everything, because he was so mad about the fact that I didn't cooperate from the beginning. When my lawyer called me last week to tell me about it, I was like, so they still ain't doing shit about her? And he basically was like, Rucker, respectfully, the prosecutor basically told me you need to worry about yourself, because that you is who they after. But yeah, I'm done.
Charlie, I know how you feel about revenge, baby. That's how I felt with my baby daddy. Number 2, putting me in jail, telling everyone, oh, it's Tasha, not telling the people. You the reason why that trigger her. You the reason why. And baby, I want to do everything. People was like, you want me to do that? But I kept saying, Tasha, your karma come around fast. So you gotta let it go. And sometimes that's one of the hardest things, is to let it go. Baby, I he with him like you would think he's my best friend, but baby, I never forget. I tell you, I get along with both my baby daddies. My story is my story, but I get along with both my kids' father, because I had to forgive. I had to forgive. My blessing will never come until I forgive and move on. I can't sit here and be bitter. I know the truth. He know the truth. Everybody else who's around us, they can tell us, call me crazy. Tasha crazy? You heard Tasha crazy? But you know the truth. And she know the truth. And I always tell people, when karma comes, that will justify who's telling the truth. You'll see. If you're lying, you'll see through your life. If she's lying, she'll see through her life. Regardless, whoever's lying, you will see who is the liar. Right? Did that make sense? Yeah. But you'll see through each other's life. If she's the liar, God will show her. If you're the liar, God will show through you. So regardless the fact, you don't have to prove to anybody. Because in the end of the day, God's going to show everyone who's really telling the truth. I'm so sorry that happened to you. And your friend is a garbage. She's a garbage. Because at first I wasn't understanding the story. But baby, I didn't know they did all that for drugs. Like, I knew it was kind of like serious, but I didn't know they was serious. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed to me. Baby, the next story time, you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. I'm trying to find as much story times for you guys. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys